right, welcome everyone to the Nikki Clarke Show. I'm your host, Nikki Clarke. And let me ask the audience, how are you doing today? That's fantastic. I'm just so happy to see everyone here. And today is a very special week because you know what? It's my sweet 16. Woo! Well, not my chronicle age, 16, but it's 16 years of transforming lives one story at a time. It started off as And the Beat Goes On, and then it changed to the Nikki Clarke Show, and it's just been such an honor to connect with people in the community who are doing great things, meaningful, positive impacts on the world. And I am just so happy to have, been able to create a platform for it. So I'm so excited for the next 16 years. So I just wanted to welcome everyone again, and I want to kick off our very special fall episode with a very good friend of mine. She's been on the show more than once, probably about maybe the third time. She'll have to correct me, but she's always welcome to come on the show and share her pearls of wisdom. So please put your hands together and welcome business coach, Fit for Business owner, Cheryl Rankin, to the show. Sarah, great to see you again.
Thank you. And number one, congratulations on 16 years.
Thank
High
you so
five.
much. High five. Awesome. Well, I have to say that I've been, creeping on social media, watching what you're doing, and you've been just doing wonderful things, inspiring womenpreneurs, different, communities in what you do. Like you've been able to merge fitness and business together. So tell me, how did it all start for those who are learning about you today?
Well, I worked in the fitness industry for almost 30 years and had some amazing successes. Took a fitness center from 200 customers to almost 3,000 in 4 years, doubled the profits of a business that had existed for 13 years, and tripled somebody else's best ever month. So when it was time to start my business, I said, it's got to be called Fit for Business. And I was going to focus only on personal trainers, nutritionists, wellness coaches. You know what? My first customer was a computer repair guy. The second one was an accountant, and that all just went whoosh. And I take care of anyone who's trying to get their business in shape.
Okay. Yeah, that's a wide range of skills. So how did Fit for Business come about?
So as a business consultant, I jumped in and said, what do I like to do? Where can I help the most? And that's mostly sales and marketing, because that's why I had all those other successes. So I launched No Dollars Marketing, which is basically how to market with little or no money, because most people have no money for marketing when they start their business, and shape up your sales. So still linking back to the fitness theme, but helping the least amount that people need so that they can have as much money to grow their business and keep going.
Okay. So you say that usually startups don't have a big budget for marketing. So if that's the case, what would you suggest as the best vehicle to promote your product or service with little or no dollars?
Little or no dollars. I like social media to get your name out there. But for a humongous amount of businesses, it's not going to get you the sales. It just gets awareness. Get out of your house, get out of your office and meet people and figure out how they can help you. Can they follow you on social media? Can they sign up for your newsletter? Can they listen for certain kinds of customers for you? And that's the magic. Network. Even if it's not an official meeting, just start telling everybody.
Yes. Yeah, I see how that works, inviting people to come out or, just saying yes to at least one engagement. Would you say a week would help your business?
Oh man, if you could get to one thing a week, that would be amazing. So maybe it's 2 official small business networking meetings in a month, and then you find at least 2 other things to do. Somebody's got an event that's a workshop, go mingle with all the people that are there. Somebody else has got an event that has booths and networking, go.
Awesome. I believe that too. When I was starting out in business, I was going to as many networking events as possible. Now we have the luxury of online networking, right? It's not really the same. I like to do the in person, but I remember just here's my card, here's my card. Does that work? Handing out the business cards. I know there's like the QR code that you can scan now. I'm still getting onto that, but what's the best way to communicate how to find me? Business cards, do they still work?
Actually, I love having business cards to hand out. Figure out how to get your information in the hands of the person you're talking to. But more importantly, figure out how to get their information so you have control. Because then you can phone them or email them or connect with them on social media. What if they put the business card in a pocket, they hung that jacket up, and they haven't picked it up out of the closet in a long time? You want the control. So yes, have your info ready to share. Are you going to do hey, do you have your phone? Do you want to do LinkedIn? Here's a QR code. Doesn't matter. Real old-fashioned business cards still work too. But like I said, figure out how to get their info.
Okay, that's a really good point. Let's talk about some of the challenges you faced in the first few years of your business. I know for many entrepreneurs, the first 5 years can be very challenging. It can be like a make or break, like it was for me. I remember year 4, I was asking myself, what did I sign up for? This is a lot of work. It's like 99% hard work and maybe 1% glamorous. Of course, people see the glamour, but they don't realize a lot of the sacrifices that come behind the scenes. So what was it like for you?
I think that's a good way to describe it. It's a lot of work, and I think the biggest challenge is accidentally you're doing 7 days a week. You're doing 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, because there's just all these things to do. And when you start, it's you. There's nobody else.
Nobody else.
Doesn't matter if you start a restaurant, you might have a couple employees, but you might not have hired the janitor company yet. You've got a couple employees, you might not have hired somebody to do inventory yet. So at the beginning, it's all you, and it's really easy for it to just take over the life everywhere. And to figure out some boundaries to say, okay, 9 o'clock at night, I'm not answering my phone for anyone.
Right.
And my trick with that, let it go to voicemail. Check the voicemail. If it's a big enough emergency from a customer, call them back and say, oh, I was just plugging my phone in and noticed your call.
It's a good one.
So I'm returning the call even though it's after 9 o'clock. So you can take care of them without giving up your boundary. Because otherwise, like I said, it's 7 days a week. It's long, long days. Figure out how to tighten it up a little bit.
That's the biggest, I think, problem for me, is the temptation to respond to emails and calls after what I call godly hours.
I've got another
like
trick
up
for
to
you.
midnight. I'm like, wait, it's 12. This person should be asleep. I'm awake. Yeah. So redefining what that looks like and having boundaries and sticking to them. Yeah.
I have another trick for you. Emails. If you've got Outlook, you can time delay your emails for the next morning. If you don't have Outlook, send it to yourself. And so when you log on at 8 or 9 the next morning, now you bounce it out to the correct person. And now they don't know that you were up at midnight because you don't need them to know that part.
Right. There's a scheduled hour and day, then you can send that message. Very smart. I like Outlook for that. Fantastic. So last question, and if you can speak to the audience in audience land. Someone is watching you right now and they're thinking about starting a business. They're on the fence about leaving the safety of a 9 to 5. What would you say to them right now?
If you're thinking of starting a business and you're working right full time, start saving every penny you can so that you walk into your business with 6 months of expenses in the bank for your business and for your life. If there's 2 salaries in your house, instantly go to 1 and just bank the other one so you have that leeway. I think one of the big things is everyone expects that first day, your restaurant's full. First day, everyone's lining up to buy your book. First day, well, you know what? It doesn't quite happen that way. Fingers crossed, things start at the beginning, but it still needs to get rolling. So If you're thinking of starting a business, be excited, go for it, but be ready.
I like that. Be prepared. And where can people find you on social media?
Hi, I am on social media, Cheryl Rankin at Fit for Business. So Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. So hopefully I'll see you there and watch for some tips and hints.
I love that. And I hope you can come back again with some more tips and hints. Cheryl, it's been a pleasure having you. And like I said, always welcome here. Thank you again.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Cheryl Rankin, everyone. We'll be right back.